Hey Satoshi, long time no see. I hope you're doing well, and I hope all your classmates are doing well. Um, how's sophomore year? It's really nice to get an email from you. I miss I miss you guys at Conda. Anyways, I got your message and I got your interview questions. Question number one: what is the image of Japan that I held before I came to Japan? Well, I guess my images of Japan were kind of the normal images that Americans who haven't been to Japan are. I had images of sumo and sushi and geisha and karate, and um, I had the image that Japanese people were not as tall as American people, that Japanese people were much more hardworking than American people. This very strong image of Japanese salarymen working hard all the time. I had the image of subway pushers. On American television, we saw images of men in uniforms wearing white gloves pushing people into rush hour subway trains. So these are all the kind of images that people who don't know much about Japan tend to have about Japan because the media shows them in movies, TV programs, even commercials. This is image that people have. Um, yeah, so it wasn't a very well-rounded perspective. Question number two: did I feel any culture shock while I was in Japan? Well, yeah, sure. There were cases where I definitely felt culture shocked, bumping my head on low doorways. Sometimes I get really frustrated by that. The fact that I couldn't speak Japanese well, especially when I first came, that was sometimes really frustrating because when you're a grown person, you're quite accustomed to being able to do everything for yourself, and you find that you can't if you can't speak a language in a country that you're visiting. So, yeah, I started feeling a bit like a baby in some senses, where everything was being done by other people for me. Um, yeah, when I first came to Japan, I was living in the countryside, so um, I'm used to harsh weather because I come from western Massachusetts. But uh, in Miyagi-ken in Tohoku, where I started out, it was even colder. The snow was deeper. The winter was probably longer. And the most shocking thing was that we didn't have central heating. So one of the stereotypes in America is that Japan is so incredibly advanced, and then you get here and you notice some things are very advanced, but in some cases the way houses are constructed, the way buildings are constructed, are um, in a more traditional style, so they don't have the modern conveniences that we're used to. So that first winter, especially, I was very culture shocked, a little bit depressed in the northern Japanese winter because it was so harsh, and I couldn't figure out why a country with such high technology would have very low technology homes in an area such as Miyagi. Uh, but over time, I came to understand the beauty of simplicity and the belief that cold weather makes people stronger, that not being overly reliant on heating and air conditioning is probably a good thing. So yeah, and still there are things that I experience as culture shock. I don't think culture shock is something that you experience for a short period of time and then it's over forever. Um, I think when you're abroad for a long period of time, there are ups and downs with culture shock. I'm not culture shocked like I used to be, but there are times when the different way of doing things in Japan uh, is something that you have to contend with, you have to struggle with because it's different from what I grew up with. And if you go to America, you'll find that it's different. And if you live there for many years, you'll be very accustomed to things, you can accept things, but there are still moments of culture shock that you'll have. Anyways, I hope this video helps. I hope to see you guys real soon. I hope your karate is still going really well. please say hi to all your classmates and all the teachers at Kanda. 気をつけてね。お元気で。お疲れ様です。